Dan Schneider, why do you gotta make me do this? Hi, I'm Christian Hanna, and I'm back after quite a while of a hiatus because of errands. Yeah, don't go to errands for your computers. This is basically an anti-promotion. Don't go to errands. Don't. They suck. Anyway, on to the video! So in case you've been living under a rock, which, please, I'll make some room for that rock, I want to be under it with you. Nathan Kress, the guy who played Freddy on iCarly, guest starred on the Nickelodeon show Game Shakers as himself, because apparently the kids in that show, the main kid characters in Game Shakers, love iCarly and they've been binging it all night. Gee, I wonder if this has anything to do with the 10-year anniversary of the very first episode of iCarly that aired. And the main characters of Game Shakers are having a really vicious debate as to whether Freddy was in love with Carly or if he was in love with Sam. Even though it stated pretty clearly that, yeah, even though he and Sam went out for a few episodes, it was very clear he had the hots for Carly. And I'm not making up fan theories, because this was confirmed in the fucking show. Idiots. And so, since Nathan Kress, the real Nathan Kress, is in New York for a few days for a show on Broadway, they're gonna try to ask him as to whether or not Freddy liked Carly or Sam. Now you might be asking, why are you trying to rip apart Game Shakers? Dan Schneider's shows have already been beaten to death. Yes, you're right. However, it's still being beaten to the point to where all it is just fleshy mush at this point. Just guts. Like, you don't even know you don't even know what is there anymore. It's just ew. But however, there is a reason why I'm so confused at this and kind of pissed off right now. Because this has to do with this thing I call the Dan Schneiderverse, where basically a lot of his most popular shows exist in the same realm and universe. Let me show you how all of this connects, and we'll probably just start with iCarly. iCarly, as we all know, had a crossover with Victorious called iParty with Victorious. But that's not the only crossover. No. Later on, when both Victorious and iCarly ended, they basically formed those two shows with two of their most popular characters, Sam and Cat, to create Sam and Cat. Which, again, just illustrates the point that, yes, this is existing in the same universe. But you know what else exists in this universe? Drake and Josh. Why? Because Helen from Drake and Josh, not just, the actress, I'm talking about the actual character Helen herself, became the principal of Hollywood Arts High School in Victorious. Which, okay, I mean, that's not too complicated. 3 shows are connected, but I can live with that, even though the last season of iCarly just really jumped the shark as to what it could get away with, especially with that stupid laser episode. But in any case, I digress. However, here's where it connects to Game Shakers, because Helen also appears in Game Shakers, but now for some reason she has her own talk show called The Helen Show. Wow, busy woman. So, now Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Sam and Cat, and Game Shakers all exist in the same universe. However, there's one problem with that. Now, Nathan Kress, the actor, exists in the Game Shakers universe. And in the Game Shakers universe, it's now been established that iCarly, the television show, not the web show in the TV show, the actual TV show itself actually exists in this universe. What kind of paradox is this? Because, look, like I said, all of these shows are already connected, but if that's the case, then how is iCarly the television show in this universe as well, with Nathan Kress as himself? Now, yes, some people will make the argument, well, I mean, they've had many characters play other characters in their shows, and true enough, but the thing is, that was already kind of established, and they weren't the same characters, and yeah, they were the same actors, but doppelgangers were always a thing in the Dan Schneider universe. This whole thing where reality is mixing with unreality, or whatever the fuck you call it, It's never been established. And what's even worse is that in the after show of this episode, it's now been announced that Henry Danger is going to cross over with Game Shakers. So now, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Sam and Cat, Game Shakers, and Henry Danger, 6 television shows completely different from each other, now exist in the same universe, along with the fact that iCarly, the television show, which now means their television shows exist in this same universe. Dude, Dan Schneider, you seem like a nice guy, but god damn it, did you even think before you did this? I know fourth wall breaking and in-jokes are funny, but it still has to make sense. Unless you're Deadpool. Deadpool, from the very start, showed us that it wasn't going to make sense at all. But that's the thing. It started off that way. Deadpool let you know that this was a fourth wall breaking movie that really, when you try to piece it together in the context of reality versus film, it's not going to make sense. But like I said, it works because it already set that up from the beginning. This has never been established. So now we have to live with the fact that Drake and Josh, a pretty realistic comedy show, now exists in the same universe as Henry Danger, a show where superheroes and supervillains, one of them being a literal man baby. I mean, holy shit, man. Good fucking god! This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And it's very lazy that, was this done on purpose? Is this supposed to be a distress signal from Dan Schneider? Is he trying to tell us something? Is he trying to tell us that he really wants to quit this? I have no idea. But good god. This is just insanity right here. I just have no idea what's going on with Nickelodeon these days. I thought the Loud House would save them, but I mean, don't get me wrong. It's groundbreaking when it comes to things like the casual homosexuality in the show. That's a pretty big leap forward, and good job on that. I like that, especially since it's really casual. But other than that, there's nothing really that spectacular about the show. So yeah, even if you take Loud House out of the equation, the shit that Nickelodeon is just throwing at us these days is just baffling, especially when compared to the really good cartoons that other channels are providing these days. I don't know what's going on with Nickelodeon though, and even the shows that we really loved as kids have now gone on for way too long, to the point where their creators have no idea what to do with their shows now. And the one I really feel bad the most for in this whole Dan Schneider-verse fuck-up is Nathan Kress, because my god, man, that guy's trying his ass off. He's a really good actor, and I want to see him do more things. Warner Brothers, if you're seriously gonna try to kick out Ben Affleck as Batman, at the very least try to have a younger Bruce Wayne played by Nathan Kress. And this has been my needless complaint about why I think Dan Schneider has no idea what the word continuity means anymore. In any case, what do you think of this whole mess? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated, and if you want to see more, click this.